Good
So,
morning, sir.
good morning. So let us start. So we were
Record. Good morning,
discussing.
sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, okay. So we were discussing about.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, now good morning session is over. Atomic size. Atomic size.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning session is over, children. Atomic size. Now I have started the class. Okay. Atomic size. So
Okay,
you
sir.
know that atomic size. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is singing competition is going on. Let me unmute everybody. Let me
Stop singing in between.
So atomic size is represented in form of atomic radius. Okay, children? Atomic radius, that is R. Okay, next. So you all know what is R. It is the distance between the center of nucleus to the outermost electron. Okay, this is known as R. Then we came to know that for same element R van der Waals is greater than R metallic is greater than R covalent. Okay. Point number 3. Factors affecting R value. Factors affecting R value. So there are so many factors. If n means number of orbits. Okay, number of orbits increases, then radius also increases. Okay, we can write in different manner also, that radius is directly proportional to number of orbits. Second one is if n remain constant, then if ZEFF increases, then R value decrease. ZEFF, effective nuclear charge. In another word, we can say R is inversely proportional to ZEFF. Okay. You can write where ZEFF means effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. You will come to know what is nuclear charge and what is effective nuclear charge. But if effective nuclear charge will increase, radius will decrease if n remains constant. Okay. So, and you know the formula how this Z effect is calculated. ZEFF, okay, is calculated in this manner. Z minus this thing. What is this? So this is effective nuclear charge and this is nuclear charge. See, one is nuclear charge and other one is effective nuclear charge, and this is what? This is known as screening constant. This is known as screening constant or SHIELD, shielding constant or shielding effect. Okay, so I told you what is sigma, what is protection, and like this. See, once again I will explain you what I am writing. First, keep on writing till here. Complete writing this work. Complete writing work. Complete this writing work. Simran? Simran, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Tell
Good
me.
morning, sir.
Good morning. You raised your hand, no?
Sir, you told na complete. That's why I raised hand. That I had
Okay.
written on.
So have you completed writing work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. See, children. First of all, again, I will tell you what is this screening constant. See, suppose this is sun and this is one person, or suppose you are only there. So, if sun is there, then all direct heat will come to you. Direct heat will come to you. In chemistry, we will try to understand this is the nucleus and this is the electron. So if nobody is there, no, so direct effect of nucleus will come on this electron. But if the situation is like this, if this is one person and if this person is using some, suppose this is umbrella. So naturally, it will be protected from the sun's rays. So this protection by umbrella, protection, standard word we can use is screening. Instead of screening, we can use shielding. So we can say that what this umbrella is doing to this person. So we can say that it is protecting. Protecting from what? So protecting this person from the effect of sun. From the effect of sun. Okay, children? Effect of sun. Either you can say this umbrella is covering the sun also. Okay, covering the sun. But any, whatever the language you want, the function is protection. This umbrella is protecting this particle, this person from the effect of sun. Or we can say that umbrella is screening this person from the effect of sun. This umbrella is shielding this person from the effect of sun. Okay, children, this type of things is now going to happen in our atoms. Okay, children. So we'll try to understand what is going on. And this protection is, all these things is only known as sigma. Okay, this is known as screening constant. Screening constant. So let us see. Let us hope what we are trying to understand. Okay. Let us start. So next thing is sigma value can be calculated by help of Slater's rule. Slater's rule. Now I will try to explain the Slater's rule. But before writing all the formulas and everything of Slater's rule, okay, first I will make a use of it. Try to understand. First I will use it, then I will write the formulas and all. First I will use it, and then I will write the points of Slater's rule. Okay. And if you use it, you can write yourself also. See, I will explaining Slater's rule by help of example. Example 1. I am just considering zinc. Zinc is having 30, atomic number 30 means electrons are also 30 and protons are also 30. Okay, children. So, first of all, we should write the electronic configuration of zinc. 30 electron means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2. This is the electronic configuration of zinc. Okay, while writing electronic configuration, I have considered above rule from here to here, here to here, here to here, then again here, like this. Don't worry at all. I have done everything. I have followed each and every guideline of electronic configuration, above principle, Hund's rule, Pauli exclusion principle. Don't worry. Half field, full field, stability, everything. Next. Okay, Slater told to make a group of S and P separately. SP group is different and D and F is different. S and P different and F and D different. Different groups for SP and different groups of FD. Generally in wherever some gathering is there, huge gathering is there, so management tells, please all gents come this side and all ladies come this side. This type of grouping take place. Okay, so many cases it happens. Okay, different line for boys and different lines for girls. In same way, Slater told that make a different group for SP electrons and FD electrons. FD or DF. Okay, FD or DF, same thing. D and F group. Okay. So now see, I am making a group. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s2. Now I am making group. See, this is 1s group. This is second orbit, SP group. This is third orbit, SP group. This is third orbit, D group. There is no F at all. What we can do? This is 4s group. Yes, you have to be perfect in making group in such manner. You have to concentrate on each orbit, and in each orbit you have to make the groups. So this is orbit number 1, this is orbit number 2, this is orbit number 3. In third orbit, SP was also there and D was also there. That's why I have separated. That's why I have separated in third group. In third period, did you understand? In third period, 3 types of electrons are there: S electron, P electron and D. So Slater told that make a group of SP and D and F separately. There is no F at all. Now this is the fourth orbit. In fourth orbit, only S electrons are there. No D, no P, no F. So what I can do? So just I have followed and I have made the groups. Now, let us see. Let us see the question. Please note it down carefully. So there are 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups are there. 5 groups. If somebody asks you how many groups are there, you have to tell 5 groups are there in zinc. How many orbits are there? 4 orbits are there. How many suborbits are we are using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 suborbits are using. Now, see what is happening. See what is the situation. Situation is, let me write one question first. Calculate the sigma and ZEF value of number 1 for a 4s electron and number 2 for a 3d electron. This is the question. Pay attention properly. Pay attention properly. Pay attention properly to each and everything. Pay attention. Okay? You will learn each and everything, but have patience. So we are doing for first one. For A, 4s electron. See now what I am going to do. First I am going to show you a total picture, okay? Then I will summarize. This is the nucleus of zinc, okay, having 30 plus charge, means Z, nuclear charge equal to 30. 30 plus protons are there in zinc. And now, this is the orbit. This is the first orbit. This is the second orbit. This is the third orbit. And this is the fourth orbit. These are the orbits. Okay, now write this electronic configuration. Okay, configuration, so that the matter is, you should have a crystal idea what is going on. Children, this is first orbit. This is second. This is third. This is fourth orbit. Or if you want to maintain a standard, you can write like this also. This is n orbit. This is n minus 1 orbit. This is n minus 2 orbit. If it n minus 3 orbit. And if you know n equal to 4, this will become 3, this will become 2, this will become 1. What we have written. So this is normal language. I told you in chemistry, 2 things are going simultaneously. One is normal language and one is standard language. Style. This is style. Try to understand. Style, standard. So many things are there in chemistry. So let us write how many electrons are in first orbit. Okay, if you give the correct answers properly, then it will be nice for you. In first orbit, only 2 electrons are there, children. 2 electrons. In second orbit, 2 electrons are in S and 6 electrons are in P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What third orbit? In third orbit, 2 electrons are in S. Okay, 6 electrons are in P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 10 electrons are in D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 electrons are in D. And what happened? So 2 electrons are in 4s. I have drawn the same thing what you have written over here. Okay, and these are the groups. These are the groups. Now this is the, suppose this is the sun and this is the one person. Let us feel you. So now Z is giving 30 power. Will this power will reach to this electron? Because so many electrons are here in middle. They are acting like an umbrella. They are protecting. They are shielding. They are screening this electron. They are trying to protect this electron because they are in middle. They will protect from the effect of nucleus. They will affect because they are in middle. They will protect this electron. So see, how many electrons are there totally? Let me, Sarbika Sah. Yes, children.
Hello, sir. Good
Yes.
morning, sir.
Okay. Tell me. Come to the conclusion.
Yes,
You
sir.
raise your hand. No.
Yes, sir.
Tell me fast.
Sir, in that Aufbau's rule, we have written 1s2, 2s2, 2ps, 3s2, 3ps, 3d10, 4s means suborbital groups in what's this?
Yeah, this is
So which
Aufbau
groups?
rule. First we have filled in
Yes,
1s, then 2s, then 2p, then 3s, then 3p. After 3p, I have filled in 4s, and then more electrons were there, and then again I filled in 3d.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I tell in Hindi this doubt? I have another doubt. Can I tell in Hindi?
हाँ, you can.
सर आपने जो ये जो सब ऑर्बिटल जो भाग मतलब डिवाइड के हैं यहाँ पे जो 1s2 2s2 2p6 जो लिखे हैं ये 2 2 6 2 6 जो लिखे हैं आपने वो किया कैसे?
This electronic configuration.
हाँ वो
This one.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन नो सर दैट आप यस सर
This electronic configuration we have done we have learned already, no, electronic configuration.
yes sir learned but I have forgotten, so please repeat that again.
Okay, that forgotten process is different. Okay, so okay, come in doubt clearance classes. I will explain once again how to write electronic configuration. Okay.
Sir, doubt clearance classes in that time we don't have any network.
No, that is not
We
a good
network problems.
excuse. That is not a good excuse. Okay. Now we entered into a different depth. Okay. So remaining student will lose their patience. No, I explain. Otherwise, you just WhatsApp me personally. Okay, I'll explain it.
Okay, sir.
This is regarding electronic configuration. That is different issue. Okay. Anyhow, children. Simran.
Sir, in fourth orbit, we will protect both electrons or only one electron?
We are asked to. There are 2 electrons, but we will protect 1 electron only. According to the question, they told
Okay.
A electron. See, A electron.
Yes, sir.
So we will protect only 1 electron. If they will tell 2 electron, then we will protect 2 electron. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So how many electrons started protecting this electron? Remaining electrons. See all remaining electrons. These all remaining
29
electrons.
electrons.
Yeah, out of 30, 29 will start. Okay. Suppose you are in a group, 30 members are there. One person got some fever and all. So who will be hospitalized? Only one person.
Yes, sir.
Remaining 29 members will help him. So this is the patient. Okay. Now we have to calculate about this only. So we have to think what these 29 members are doing. So Slater told because these electrons are nearby, no? So they will have to give, they will
Yes,
give their
sir.
100%. So they will protect one. One means 100%. Okay, see.
100%.
100%. One means one. One zinc. So they are having 30 positive charge. So these two electron will cancel 2 positive charge. Means this is known as 100%.
Yes, sir.
This electron, see, this is Slater's rule, what I am telling you. The electron which was in same orbit will help only 35%, because this electron is also very far away from the nucleus. So it cannot give its 100% protection.
Okay, sir.
Okay, remaining electrons of n-1. Now this is outermost orbit. Remaining electron will give contribution of only 0.85 each electron. n-1 electron. 0.85. Each electron will give 0.85. Okay, irrespective of S, P, D or like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each electron will give 0.85 contribution. Means 85%.
Yes, sir.
Each electron will participate. Did you understand?
Yes,
And
sir.
remaining, yes, after n-1, everybody will participate 1. Means they will give 100%. So now let us calculate, and total value is known as sigma value. Total protection. So now let us start calculating how much sigma value. So see, how many electrons are here?
2.
2. So we can say 2 electron will give contribution 1
1.
plus. Now how many electrons are here? 1, 2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electron again they will give contribution 1 plus. How many electrons are here?
18.
18. So 18 will give contribution
0.85
0.85 each. Yes, 85%. Plus this electron 1 into
1.
0.35. Okay, so 29 electron distribution is done. And we will see what exactly. So this is Z, this is sigma. So let us see what effect of nucleus is reaching to this 30th electron. 30th electron. Did you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
we'll do the calculation. So this is 8 to 10. 10 here. 18 into 85.
15.30.
15.30. Sure, no?
Yes, sir.
15.30 plus here
0.35.
So sigma value will become 15.30, 0.35 and 10. 5, 6, 5. How much it is?
25.65.
So this is the sigma value. So see, the zinc tried to pull this electron by 30. but they have given some protection that is known as sigma. And now how much Z effective reached there? So we will calculate Z EFF equal to Z minus sigma. So Z EFF equal to Z equal to 30 minus 25 minus 65. So let us see the difference. 30.00 minus 25.65. Minus it. 9. See what is the value?
4.35.
So Z effect. So this is the Z effective. Means this outermost electron is pulled towards the nucleus with the help of 4.35 only. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is known as effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. If the effective nuclear charge increases, this electron will come more closer to the nucleus and atomic radius will decrease. Atomic radius will decrease if effective nuclear charge increases. This is the rule which I gave. But the condition should be there. Orbit number should be what? Same. Orbit number should be same. Because if orbit number increases, radius also increases. Let us see the next example. Everybody understood, children, this way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is known as Slater's rule. I will give you the statement of Slater's rule also. I will give you the, yes. Kritika, unmute yourself.
Sir.
Kritika.
Sir, will you please once again explain that how we were getting 0.85 and 0.35?
Okay. Actually, this was
Sir.
these values, we don't have control on these values. Okay. These values were given by Slater's.
Sir?
Yeah. Hello. Okay,
Sir.
I understood. I will give you another example. Just see.
Hello, sir.
Hi, I understood your question. Hello.
Sir.
Tell me.
Sir, today is their exam from 3:30. Which test we have to press that we can give their exam?
Pardon, please.
Huh?
Okay, you appear for exam also.
Today is there another weekend exam.
So see, I am giving you another example. For exam and all, please correlate with your the persons, those who are taking care of it, the authorities. Okay. See example 2.
Okay.
What was the example 2? Example 2 was for which electron?
Sir, you had given 2 questions for a 3D electron.
So till now we have completed only one question. Now is the for a 3D electron. For A 3D electron. Okay, children. So again, we can write. See, this is zinc. 30 positive charge means Z equal to 30. This is the first orbit. This is the second orbit. This is the third. This is the fourth. In fourth orbit, 2 electrons are there. In second orbit,
8 electrons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons are there. In third orbit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 electrons are there. And here 4 electrons are there. Okay, children? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is 1s group. This is 2s group. This is 2p group. Okay, children? This is again 1s group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1s, 2s. This is 3s group.
Yes.
This is 3p. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is total 3D group. This is 4s group. Now see, for protection purpose, suppose if we want to protect this d electron, okay, so this 4s electron will not protect. So every time remember that right side electron will not protect the left side. Protect the left side. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
How they will protect nucleus? Why? Because nucleus is in left hand side and these electrons are in right hand side. So how they will protect this one? If the umbrella is in this side, then only it can protect. No. If you put this electron this side, this umbrella in this side, the sun rays will come directly. Did you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it means the outer electrons, the electron which are in right hand side will not protect. Will not protect. To leave them. Now tell me how many of the participant will try to protect this a 3D electron?
Sir,
27.
1s and 2s.
How many total electron will protect?
27.
27.
27.
Because yeah, we have minus 2 electrons, remaining 28 electron. In 28 electron, one is the patient, so 27 will protect. Now see, the rule says that this is the case of D and F. It is not of S and P group. So there is a different rule for SP and different rule for D and F. So now it is D and F. So in what DF they are telling? In DF, what they are telling? See. See, in DF, what they are telling? That in this 3D, okay, in this 3D, each one will contribute 0.35. Each one will contribute 0.35. Okay, in this group, 3D group. What was the group? Did you remember? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, and 4s2. Now, how many things you can? How many things you? Yes.
So please repeat that.
I'm repeating. You just pay attention. I'm repeating. See, this 4s2 electron will not protect this 3D electron. So we have cancelled it. And according to the group system, 1s group is there. This group is there. This group is there. And this group is there. This group is there. Okay, children. So what I am telling that this is the electron from D and F. So in D and F, okay, what is the rule? Just see. Out of 10, only one we have to protect. So 9 members are still there. So 9 members will show 0.35 each electron per electron. Per electron they will show 0.35. And remaining all left will show, okay, will show protection 1 per electron. 1 per electron. Everybody will show 1, 1. Means each one 1. Each one 1. Each one 1. Each one 1. Each one. Very nice rule, very easy rule. So now let us calculate. Very easy rule. Then SP. In SP case 0.85 also comes, but here that is removed. For D and F, the remaining members of the group is 0.35 and all the left hand side will contribute 1 per electron. Now let us see what is the sigma value. So can we start from this side? So in first orbit 2 electrons are there. In second orbit how many electrons are there? 8.
8.
Plus in third orbit and in this group how many electrons are there? 8. So in third orbit also 8 electrons are there, and here the group is different, no? That's why we are dividing in group. 9 electrons are there and they will contribute how much?
0.35.
5. This is the calculation. Or we can do like this. Just keep 9 into 0.35 and remaining members, you start calculating the number. 6 to 8. Okay. How many electrons are there total?
27.
No. In this up to here it is 28. Leave this 10 electrons here.
20.
20. 6 to 8.
18. 18, sir. 18.
18, no? Okay, let me see.
Yes, sir.
16, 18. So we can write directly also 18 into 1. So sigma will become, first you multiply 9 into 0.35. 9 5 ja 45. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. See what is the value of 9 into 0.35?
Sir, in first step, it will be 1 into 8. You have written 2 into 8. The
Where?
first step. Sigma
Here.
equals to 1. Yes, sir.
1 into 2.
1 into 2 plus 2 into 8. It will be 1 into.
কি করবে ওরা করবে ভালো তো যদি কারো হ্যান্ডশেক করে সরি যাও মিউট করে নি আনমিউট করা আছে
Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now say just multiply 0.35 into 9.
3.15.
3.15. Okay. So 18 into 1 means 18.00 and 3.15. So 5, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11. How much it is?
21.15.
Okay. So ZEFF equal to, okay, Z minus sigma. So ZEFF equal to Z equal to 30 minus 21.15. So what will be the effect? 30.00 minus 21.15.
8.85.
So Z effect is 8.85. Now tell me what is the conclusion? Which electron was tightly held towards nucleus?
3p
4s electron. 4s electron or 3d electron?
4s.
Why 4s? ZEFF was for 4s Z for 4s for 4s for 4s ZEFF was 4.35 4.35 and for 3D 8.85. What you understand by this meaning means this electron is attracted by 4.35 nucleus, means 4.35 positive charge, and 3D electron is attracted by 8.85 positive charge. Which is attracted more tightly towards nucleus?
Sir, 8.85 electron, the 3D electron.
3D electron. Did you understand, children? Who gave this answer? 4s.
Sir.
Sir, me. Sir, you have written that if ZEFF increase, then atomic size decrease. So that in 3D, ZEFF is increasing.
I am not asking about size. I am asking who is attracted, who is having more effect of nucleus.
3D electron.
Yeah, that only I am telling you. It means more effect is there, they will be becoming more closer to the nucleus. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
And what you were telling about that atomic size?
No, sir, I get confused.
Now you got clarity or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am asking about the effective nuclear charge. So if I tell which electron is loose in zinc?
4s.
4s electron is looser than 3D because it is affected by so much positive charge and this is affected by only this positive charge. That's why I told you that radius is inversely proportional to ZEFF. If ZEFF will be less, atomic size will increase. So now I am going to give you some values. Let me see what is the time. Children, it is already time is over. So from next class onwards, I will not do this Flatter's rule on this thing. Simply I will tell you that this size increases or decreases due to ZEFF, Z effective nuclear charge. Did you understand, children?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, so from tomorrow onwards or next class onwards,
Bye bye, sir.
yeah, we'll start discussing. Till then, have a nice day. Okay.
Bye bye, sir.
Bye
Sir.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Simran.
Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye, sir. Don't shout. Come on, don't shout.
যেগুলো আছে তৃষা হালদার হবে আপনার
बाप रे अटेंडेंस लगेगा शायद इसके लिए
सुमाया इजाज
सर आप भी थोड़ा सा हंस दीजिए ना सर
थोड़ा सा हंस दूं?
सर थोड़ा सा हंस दीजिए सर आपका स्माइल बहुत प्यारा है
Bye, sir.
कैसा लगा स्माइलिंग मेरा?
सर अच्छा लगा बहुत
विक्रम हाई विक्रम दे
चलो
रहा
बाय
है
बाय।
Bye, sir.
थोड़ा सा
बाय
खाना
बाय
खा
बाय।
लीजिए सर
So good day, sir.
थैंक
थोड़ा
यू।
खाना
सेम
खा
टू यू।
लीजिए सर
ओहो।
এই লিস্টটা ওই 0.4 মানে ছিল